Hello, everybody. My name is Slice, and welcome back to episode 2 of All Mods 8. Let's continue talking about the mods that are in this pack. Last episode, we briefly touched on a handful of the mods. We didn't quite finish going through them, so I was hoping to do that real quick. And by real quick, I don't mean real quick because there's still quite a few of them. However, first things first. In between episodes, I did go down that mine again and try to extend the mining shaft. Came across another lush area, and I decided to collect a few things. These things look cool. And since I don't really play vanilla, I'm not entirely sure if these have a purpose. So I collected them anyway. And I might use them for the front of the house instead of those. Maybe. Anyhoozle. I created some botany pots. Hopper botany pots. And much to my dismay, I can't seem to put trees in them. I don't know why. To be fair, I did only try dirt. No, come on. Are you serious? This guy is like the bane of my existence right now. Twice. After the first episode. Twice. He showed up and like stomped on my stuff. This is why this fence is here. Because he would literally come running here, climb up over this, and then just jump onto this. That's why it's barren. Because I picked those up and put them in the botany pots, and he just kept ruining the stuff that was down there. So I'm like, I'm just going to ignore it. Screw it. Anyway, let's try this. I don't know if it'll work. Let's just do oak, I guess. See if it works. No. Yeah, see, I can't put it in. That's a huge bummer. Okay, well, while I was down in the mine shaft, I did do a little bit of mining. And I gathered some Inferium essence and some prosperity shards. Maybe this will work? I think it's this. Yeah, there we go. And then what was it, farmland? No, I need sticks. Do I have sticks in there? No. Where'd my sticks go? Let's make a hoe. Because if I can do that, I can get some farmland. Maybe I can put the farmland in here. Yes. Yes. That's a bucket of yes. You can see that it's growing. However, the tooltip up there, it doesn't progress. I noticed that with the wheat. Like, you can see it growing, right? And obviously I've been collecting, but the progress isn't actually working. New mod pack bugs. Gotta love it. Anywho, so that's going to get started pretty quickly. I'm looking forward to gathering a bunch of that. I will probably expand that. However, I would like to get started on talking about the mods. One downside to this particular location is I don't have a great line of sight with the sun. So my only indication that it's getting dark is popping outside and looking to see if I can see the stars. That doesn't work very well. All right, so something else I noticed last episode, I started getting some messages in chat. And it was like your knowledge of death has increased, and I wasn't really sure what that was, so I didn't bring it up. But I think it's corral tombstones. So let's take a look to see. Does it have keybinds? It does. Okay, so knowledge of death. Okay, that sounds. Yeah. So let's check that out. Can convert zombie villagers to villagers by using the Ankh. Oh, well, that's pretty nifty. Instead of having to do the potions. My alignment, just based on where this is, it seems like I'm leaning more towards the dark side. I don't know what that means. I seem to have 3 out of 3 of something, which I did notice in the text. It was saying that I had 3 points to spend. I'm assuming I can spend them on this stuff. These look like skills or perks, or improves magic scrolls and potions, reduces the casting time with magic items and prevents damages from interrupting. Okay. Improves grave key. 0% chance to get an enchanted key on death. Okay. Retains experience on death. That sounds pretty nice. Rune Inscriber improves magic tablets. Scribe improves magic books. Shadow Walker improves stealth, speed, and reduces range detection. That could be useful. Treasure Seeker increases the chances. The font on this is a little hard to read. Those H's seem a little off. Increases the chances of finding special items. Okay. Might be nice early on. Witch Doctor improves voodoo poppet. Is that supposed to be say puppet? It says poppet. Compendium. The compendium is a collection of information and tombstone to help new players. Each information is linked to the several others in the right hand menu for a consistent reading. Okay, so those are the categories. This is kind of like a book, I guess. Well, that's cool. All right, I will come back to that. Let's check out the rest of the mods. The next one up is occultism. This sounded like another magic style mod. Huh. Oh yeah. Bees. Check that out. One of the bees got stuck in my boat. Oh, that's adorable. I now have a bee in my boat. Anywho. I'm gonna step inside just in case something. Wait, what is that? Is that the bee? Oh no, that's him. Okay. I saw a little green icon on the minimap. You can see it there, almost in the center. All right, we got platforms. This seemed like it was almost like scaffolding in a way. I didn't craft any, but just based on what this looks like, it kind of looks like it might be scaffolding style or decorative, like it's meant to be a construction zone that you're building around. I don't know. I might make some of those just to see what it's like. We do have RF Tools. RF Tools is amazing. We will definitely be touching on the RF Tools utility for the redstone items there. We have rubidium, which is the replacement for Optifine for I don't know, better functionality. I don't know. Rubidium doesn't allow my Minecraft to crash. Optifine does. So there's that. Security craft. We're never going to touch this. This is for server use, and I'm not running on a server. I'm local play only. We have simply magnets, which I would love to make, and I actually might be able to. Actually, no, I can, because of what was down in the lush areas. I got attacked by some Endermen, and I got a pearl. There was also some Endermen outside. I got a pearl. Yeah, so 1 pearl. I did find some of that, and I do have gold. So we'll be able to make ourselves a magnet here momentarily. We have simply lights. These I use in all the mods 7 in my mob farm. They're simply nice. It's great. They're very, very simple. It does take glowstone, a lot of glowstone actually, like full on blocks to make 6. Like that's a little pricey early on, but they're really nice for lighting purposes. So I will most likely be using those in the future. Sophisticated, which we've already talked about, but there's sophisticated storage as well as the backpacks. Okay. And you saw that I had a backpack, and then since I got some iron, I upgraded it. Now this can also then be upgraded. Maybe? You're going to make a liar out of me? Okay, well, in all the mods 7 at least, you can then take the iron tier to gold, and then gold to diamond, and diamond to netherite, if I recall correctly. And what happened was going from regular to iron is it made a double chest, basically. So I have more room, and I also got another upgrade slot. I do have some upgrades that I would like to get to, namely the pickup mod. And actually, I think I would really like to get to the void mod. So let's plop that over there so that way I don't forget. Those two will allow me to mine a little bit easier, so that'll be great. We have a mod called Spirit. This looks like it has something to do with spawners. The tools seem kind of strong. So I don't know where I get this stuff from. Soul powder comes from... Okay. So I guess in the nether, if you toss this stuff on the blue flames, that doesn't seem too bad. That could be something to look into early on. Supplementaries. This is a neat little mod that just gives like some decorative pieces. I did notice also that it has somewhat of a functional item. I actually have one of these. What was that? You stay up there. Where is it? I have this. Bamboo spikes of poison. I haven't put it down to test it yet, but my initial assumption is that it's kind of like iron spikes or the bamboo sticks from a long time ago that just damage enemies. But it looks like maybe those give off poison effects. So maybe these could be useful for mob farms? Mayhaps. Also, we have like something like a flower pot, sorry, a flower box, item shelf. In All the Mods 7, there was another piece that I crafted and made really neat looking for Botania area, which I'm not seeing in here, and I don't know if that's because it was reskinned and I'm just not seeing it, or if I'm misremembering the name of it. I thought it was a flower box. I thought. Might be wrong, but I'll probably use some of those for, decorative crafting, just to, you know, spice things up a little bit. Let's see, what else do we have? We have Tesseracts. This is going to be, I think, very useful. If it is the same as the Tesseracts that I recall, that's a bunch of wireless interactivity with this. We don't have flux networks in this pack yet. I don't know if we're going to be getting it. So transferring energy wirelessly with this might be very key. Downside is it's a little pricey early on. Ender pearls and a block of diamond and obsidian. So when I get to the point of needing a lot of power, I guess maybe it's not terribly expensive, but I'm certainly not getting that immediately. So the one probe, it's not going to be, I don't know what this is. I've never actually crafted this. I don't know what these are for, but the one probe is, do you see the Wayla like thing up above? That's one probe. Okay, we have the one probe config, and you can change where this is. So like I could change it down there, I could change it down there, over here. I like it being in the middle, though I do think I want it a little bit smaller. Yeah, you got different styles. For now, I'll just go with full transparent. Keep it that way. Let's see, what's next? We got tool belt. I will definitely be making this eventually once I have the stuff for it. It's pretty cool because it goes in a curio slot, and you can upgrade the tool belt with the belt pouch, and I believe you can hold 8 or 10 different tools, and then you can just hold, I can't show you, you can just hold R by default, and then you can like insert or remove tools, and cleans up your inventory a little bit. It's pretty neat. Travel anchor. These are pretty strong for being able to move around your base. I never really got fully into them, but considering the theme that I'm going with in the sense of like magical, maybe it would be useful in this. We'll see. Might make it, might not. Utility X. When I was looking at this, it seemed pretty neat in the sense of you could do fancier things with rails. But then I saw Tiny Coal. And Tiny Coal is exciting because it's a little bit better on crafting. So like if you have one coal, it usually smelts like 8 things. So let's say like 8 ingots. But what if you only had one raw iron ore in there, right? You wouldn't want to use a full coal for that. You could change it over to Tiny Coal and just use whatever is used in Tiny Coals. That's great. Also, armor stand with arms. I'm pretty sure I've seen these in villages. They've had armor on them. That's part of where I got some of my armor from. I don't know if the armor that I have on is actually from those ones, because I found numerous different armor sets, of which partly I threw out because I was running out of space. Let's see here. Yes. Okay, so if you recall from last episode, I came across a sign that said 400 blocks or 500 blocks. Both of those ended up pointing towards villages. And one of them was in a dangerous area, so I didn't go too far in. It was mostly empty, though. It was just close to some dangerous stuff. But I believe I misspoke in thinking that it was a mine colony, because mine colonies isn't even in here. Yeah, no, it's not. There's a mod or two in here that changes villagers, and there's guardian villagers now that spawn with armor and tools and weapons, so they have a better chance at keeping themselves alive. But villager tools allows you to craft something like this: cursed pillager amulet, absorb dark energy, ender energy, converting pillagers to town guards. So you can eventually get rid of a lot of illagers and make them actually villagers. So that's pretty neat. Probably will have to do that. I've never made one of these. Doesn't seem terrible. I know we're going to come across a lot of golden apples. Fermented eyes. Yeah, there's mushrooms around, so I can probably find some of that. It'll be doable. Next up, we have waystones. Yeah, these will be nice. I did come across one waystone in the first village that I ran to from that sign. So it's really neat to see waystones in here. I like being able to use those to be able to teleport around. Easy access to like a specific spot in the nether, or, you know, the other, or Allemodium, you know, stuff like that. Does take experience, but really it's not going to be an issue when we get mob farms going. Wireless chargers. These I haven't used, but I've seen them used. Notice in the description it says charges blocks within a 5x5x5 or 13x13x13. Basically all that means is that you don't have to have cables running to some tools, or not tools, machines. Downside is that they're kind of slow in the charge rate. This also charges the player. So if you have, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe if you have one of these and you have like an iron backpack on, it'll charge your backpack while you're in range of this. So I guess that could be useful. I'll probably use AE's charge pad. Maybe. Let's see. XNet. This, I'm debating about whether or not I want to use this mod. And the reason being is because of this block right here, the facade. You can use the facade on the various cables and whatnot in XNet to hide them and make them look like another block. So you don't have to have like a doubly thick layer to be able to check it out. The other thing is Zycraft. I've mentioned this one in the previous one, but there's something really neat that I found out while looking through everything. Is there's copper torches. I get so much copper. So much copper. However, this isn't going to be overly useful because once I get to Ars Nouveau, I'm just going to use the light from that most likely. Unless I'm caving, and then I'll use torches. So, let's sleep. So instead of using coal, you can use copper. If I had known that before I made the torches with my copper, or sorry, made the torches with my coal, I would have made it with the copper. Okay, so this is gathering. So I may want to invest in having more of these available to me. Hello. He didn't drop anything. That's nice. All right, let's make a magnet just to have something going here. That, and that, and that. Can I make the magnet straight up? Oh, lapis, right. There we go. Okay, cool. So now, if we do that, and then we... See, it just comes right to. That'll make mining so much easier instead of having to worry about things falling. Because I lost a few things while I was mining down there just to that. Okay, prosperity shards. I can make some stuff early on. But that's going to require a little bit of an investment, which I don't currently have everything. Whew. I pretty much covered all the main mods that I can think of. So now the real fun begins. Now we can start actually expanding and doing stuff from time to time. And why do Endermen hate me? Look, do you see that? I thought all the mod 7 was a little bit excessive with Enderman. It turns out that these ones are going to be even worse because at least the Enderman in the other one just dropped... Whoops. Dropped their stuff on the ground. Okay. Next episode... We're going to start advancing, I promise. It's just we had a lot of mods to go through. And I wanted to cover them. Not just for your benefit, but for mine. Because with the changes going from all the mods 7 to all the mods 8, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't thinking incorrectly. Since I'm still working on all the mods 7, I didn't want to mix things up. So, yeah, let me know down below what you would like to see me go towards. I'm going to start with some magic, probably starting next episode. Because I want to start with Ars Nouveau early. But if there's something that you would like to see, let me know. So, yeah, we're going to leave it here. Drop a like, drop a comment. Thanks for chilling.